I was on a quest. I'm still on a quest. Yeah, but I started that quest like 20 years ago, like discovering Django for real, and being like, all right, there's something different about Django in art. It's not only it's not only the play. There is something in it. It seems that there are multiple sides to it, and I kind of like dug into everything that he did, and I kind of were able to separate those things, you know. So great colleague, it's dissolved and put back together. So a thing that struck me is Django has written 17 pieces, 17 solo pieces. It's like a book of prelude of some kind, you know. And Django was born in 1910, right when Debussy, Ravel, Satie, Taillefer, Lily Boulanger, all these people were like this great composer were still alive, composing, and that's what their music that was played in Paris. So Django grew up. Of course, he had like amazing ears, like Mozart or like Beethoven or something like that, and he would like capture everything, and he completely mastered harmony. Harmony being the grammar of music. But he specifically went for the colors that are used by Debussy and Ravel and the Impressionists. And if anything, Django is an Impressionist. His first thing is that. And the harmony, so the grammar of music, is kind of like the science of chords and how to move chords. That also creates a context in music. Depending on which kind of harmonies you use, you're going to be in a different context. And Django is definitely an Impressionist. So, I'm going to play a few of these pieces for you tonight. Not all 17, although I learned them all. That's another thing, is like everyone completely bypass that repertoire. I don't know anyone who plays those pieces. Even in the Django world, like I don't know anyone who plays them. And if like sometimes they know like a piece of one, or oh yeah, I kind of learned that one a long time ago, but no one has done the effort of like learning all 17 of them. It's also very scattered. Django has recorded for almost 20 years, and you have like those solo pieces a little bit everywhere. Sometimes it's recorded on radio with a bad sound and all. But so it's like it was a little bit of a hard repertoire to put together and to make sense of, you know. And I just recorded it. But I'm going to play a few of them so you can have a feel of Django as a composer. And then I'm going to bring the band. So I'm going to start with the first one, called Improvisation Number 1. Although don't be fooled by the title. It's not an improvisation, like I sit down and I improvise. It's something that's been like carefully crafted, definitely carefully crafted. Probably over the years. He recorded this in 1935 when he's 25 years old. And it's in the middle of a recording of collection of standards of swing, like Chicago, Rose Room, Body and Soul, like very famous songs like that. And suddenly there is that one piece that has nothing to do with it. It's like someone who would do a comic book and suddenly it's like a Botticelli and it's the same person. So, it starts with a call. Then it goes to the strange harmonies of Debussy, and then it ends up like kind of like in a dream. Bye.